grew up in the edge of the Ozark Mountains, about 10 miles north of Clarksville, Arkansas. It was a great place to grow up. We went hunting right there on our place, horseback riding on logging roads in the mountains, and hiking, bicycle riding, you name it. And there were lots of colorful characters that lived in the surrounding communities. There was Heron and Veda Storms, our closest neighbors, about a mile away. King and Bessie Frost, Bob and Emma Dale Leeds, Hall and Mib Frost, and don't forget Edgar and Dilly Willie. And no, I didn't make that up. About a mile from our house, as the crow flies, was the home of Toogie and Thane Baxter. Toogie was my Grandpa Baskin's sister, and Thane was her son. Thane was somewhat mentally handicapped, and he never went to school, he never learned to drive, and he had a speech impediment. He wore overalls and an old felt hat normally. He was my friend and my dad's friend, and he knew most everyone in the area. He loved to tease and laugh and have fun. He was constantly trying to stir up trouble between friends just to hear them banter back and forth at each other. I was partnered with Thane picking peaches for Red Sears on Turkey Mountain for 2 summers when I was a teen. And Red Sears told Thane one day, "Thane, you're so slow that if I put your head in a bucket of water, there wouldn't be a bubble every 5 minutes." Thane hired me to help him in the hay one summer. It wasn't hard work because about every 30 minutes Thane would say, "We better take break." Many times we would see Thane walking along a road and we'd give him a ride to his house or wherever he was going. And there are lots of Thane stories. There's the time he threw his hat in the air at the no-hit-'em deer camp. It came down full of bullet holes. And the time he conned my dad into shooting his old 8-gauge open hammer shotgun. And the time he came to our house while we were eating lunch and Mom asked him if he would like a piece of cake, he ended up eating half of the cake. And once, while we were back in Arkansas on vacation, April and I rode a motorcycle up the road by Thane's house and we met him. He was squirrel hunting at the time and we visited for a while. He told us about his heart trouble he was having. He said, "I find out this old ticker wear out on thee." Some time passed and one day the phone rang. It was Mom calling from Arkansas, and she said, "You'll never guess who was at church today and came forward during the invitation and accepted Christ as his Savior." I said, "I don't know, Mom." Mom said, "Thane Baxter." Someone had invited him to church at Stillwell Baptist, and he had responded to the invitation to accept Christ. That was happy news to me. I'll never forget the next time we were back on vacation and we went with my folks to church at Stillwell. We walked through the front door of the church, and guess who was standing there with a suit and a tie on, greeting everyone that came in? Thane Baxter. And this became his custom each week for as long as he was able. And some years ago, Thane died and went to heaven. And one day I wonder if he will meet me at the gate and welcome me with a voice as clear as a bell. "Hi, David, come on in." It's a story I'll always cherish, the salvation of Thane Baxter. Thanks for listening, and while you're here, why don't you subscribe and never miss a video? I post a new one each Friday afternoon. Bye.